Steak Au Poivre. Steak Au Poivre, honestly, very, very easy dish to make. I mean, it's tough to screw this up. This is awesome. You can elevate your steak game. For any people out there who say, you know, you can't have a sauce with a good steak, that's not true. They are dead wrong. There are many awesome sauces out there that you can pair with a steak, and they are leading you astray. Without further ado, people, let's make this shit. Stay tuned. All right, so there's many different ways to do steak au poivre. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a shallot here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this up. I'm gonna dice up this shallot, and I'm also gonna add in some garlic as well. Typically with steak au poivre, I like to put in Asiago cheese. I do not have Asiago cheese today, so I'm just gonna do a standard steak au poivre. Very easy, awesome dish that anyone can do. We'll just go ahead and we will cut the shallots lengthwise first. We're just gonna go ahead and start making those slits there. All right, then we're just gonna come across. I'm not gonna take too many and just give this a nice dice. You can go finer at the end if you want. Just rock your knife through it, get your dice in. Some of it's gonna escape you if you don't leave the boot, like I didn't leave the boot on it, which is the root. But that's okay. I can just take my knife and gently rock through. And this is gonna give you a really nice fine dice. It's a perfectly acceptable way to go. There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna take a pan and I'm gonna go ahead and start heating up some peppercorns. This is really essential, trust me. You wanna toast them lightly over medium to low heat, and then take them to a mortar and pestle or a mojete, if you will, and go ahead and just grind them up. I like them a little bit thicker, you know, so it just depends on what you want. But then we're gonna go ahead and go back to the pan, and we're gonna add in some oil and our shallots. Typically, people like to put the steak in first and then use all that fond at the bottom. You can totally do that. It's a solid way to go. And we're just gonna go ahead and drop in our peppercorns in here. This is on medium to low heat. Either way is fine. You want the fond, you don't want the fond, but fond will make it more rich, people.
All right, that's toasting a little bit. We've killed the heat. Now we're gonna add in our brandy or cognac. Typically you wanna use cognac, but you can go with brandy. It's perfectly fine. And we're gonna go ahead and torch this off. There we go, that was quite the explosion. All right, so we've killed the heat, no gas is running. We're just gonna let this burn off real quick. That's gonna burn off all the alcohol. Then we'll finish making our pan sauce. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and add in some garlic. So I just want to nicely grate in some garlic. I like my garlic a little bit more raw in this, but you can always cook it down if you want to. All right, next I'm gonna turn back on the heat to medium to low. I'm gonna add in about a cup of beef broth and almost about the same for some heavy whipping cream. Perfect. Then just gonna go ahead and give this a nice whisk. That's perfect. Now I'm gonna add in some Dijon mustard. Dijon is not necessary, but I like to add it into this sauce. And we're just gonna let this reduce.
Over time, it's gonna reduce on a low heat. You don't want it to burn, so keep babying it. Stir it, stir it, stir it. And you wanna get it to the thickness that you want. So I typically like it where it's a little runny, but it's still thick enough to where it slowly comes back together once I drag a spoon through it, just like this. And we're gonna move on to our steak now.
Okay, so this is a steak. This is a ribeye. I let it sit for quite a while, for a few hours with some salt on it. You can do this overnight and that'll get you a really nice Maillard when you actually do go to sear the steak. But the most important thing is we are using kosher salt here. It's on a wiring rack. We want it to dry out as much as possible. The drier, the better. So overnight is best in your fridge. You can do a few hours if you want before you go ahead and sear it up. But this is one of the best ways to get a nice sear on your steak.
So what I like to do is take a lot of fresh ground black pepper and really coat the steak with it. I like it more fine so it doesn't really affect the Maillard at the end, but you know, I could be wrong there. Get it on all sides and let it sit for a little bit at room temperature, not too long, maybe about 15 minutes, and then go straight to a ripping hot pan. You don't have to use cast iron, you can use stainless, and just render down that fat cap for a little bit. Once that's rendered down a little bit, I go ahead and move on to some butter. Drop in some butter there, and of course some rosemary. And the idea is we're just gonna baste this. Just keep basting it over time and get it to the temperature that you want. I love all my steaks rare. That's it. I want them rare. I don't like anything other than that. I know there's arguments on that, but I don't care. Give it a flip and look at that. That is a nice Maillard on that steak. And we're just gonna do it on the other side and just keep basting this along. And we're gonna move on to the cut now because we're about ready for assembly, people. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, take out the steak, and just make nice cuts against the grain. For all of those of you who don't really cook steak very often and don't know this, you definitely wanna cut against the grain, and it just makes it more tender in the end. And go ahead and place it down here on whatever dish you want to place it on, and then we'll drop in our Au Poivre sauce, team it up with potatoes, whatever you want, and you'll have people at your house screaming for more.
All right, and there we go. Steak Au Poivre is not something that is so difficult to make, and we're gonna try it right now. Here we go. Honestly, people, this one is damn good. Here we are. Wow. I mean, if anyone tells you that there should not be a sauce on steak, they are dead wrong. A good steak can be a good steak without sauce, with sauce. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna keep eating this and yeah, cheers. I'm out.